Welcome to the Finishing Touch podcast from Superfici America. I'm your host, Bret Johnson. Each episode, I sit down with experts in the automated finishing industry to talk coatings, try schedules, emerging trends, and practical tips. Whether you're an industry pro or just getting started as a new operator, this podcast has something for you. We're here to share insights, answer questions, and help you stay ahead in the world of automated finishing. Let's get into it. Hey, welcome to a special episode of the Finishing Touch podcast. I'm your host, Bret Johnson. Today we're recording live from the AWFS Fair in Las Vegas, Nevada. So it's not often that we get the whole team together in one place, so we're taking this opportunity to introduce you to the faces behind the solutions, your entire Superfici America sales team, to let you know what sets us apart from the competition. So today, I'm excited to sit down with Tony McAuley. He's our Canadian area sales manager. He's going to tell us a little bit about his market and just what makes his market different. So,
sure. Thanks
for having you, brother.
Hey, glad to be here.
Just tell us a little bit about yourself, your background, and
sure.
Your history in finishing.
So I started out actually a long time ago. My very first business when I left high school was hardwood flooring. That got the love for wood and staining in my blood. Through a series of events through life, it took me to a spot where I needed to get another job. And of course, since finishing was a passion of mine, that was the road that I took. I started out as a sprayer. I worked my way through every station on a fixed spray line up until I was the top sprayer. From there, I branched into management and then looked after either a single department, multiple departments, and then all the way up to kind of a plant manager for specializing in finishing.
Nice. Yeah. Awesome. So how do you feel like your experience gives you an advantage working with customers?
The way I kind of liken it is that I was on the other side of the desk.
Yeah.
You know, compared to the customers that I speak to, I intimately understand their problems. I understand their needs and why they need it.
Right. So one of them.
I was, you know. So it kind of makes it a little easier for me to walk in. Also, for me to kind of just side help, you know, walking through, noticing things and it doesn't even have to necessarily be pertaining to our own equipment, but you see things, you know, issues that are happening right in front of your eyes. You can't just not, hey, have you ever thought about a little reduction on your material or an alteration in the way that you spray, even if it's hand spray at that point in time. And so I like to think that A, I put my customers first, and B, I can draw off my past experience to further assist them, particularly once they go down the road of automation.
Yeah, that's great, man. That's great. Okay, so what types of issues are customers seeing that are making them turn to companies like Superfici? Is it inconsistent quality? Is it labor shortages? What are you seeing out there?
Yes. Yes to all of that. I mean, it's, you know, we all know in this day and age it's very difficult, A, to get people to show up to work on a consistent basis, particularly in the finishing process where it is the most crucial of all of the steps. You can build the best box you know, out there going, but if you put a crappy finish on it, the box doesn't sell. So it's the finishing process that really sets that apart. And so yes, it's staffing issues, people that are looking for consistency, you know, and I kind of look back before where we used to be selling equipment and it was to, you know, medium-sized companies, small, you know, a number of employees. Now I see people with 3 employees,
right.
You know, because they're just looking to automate, they're looking to standardize their process. They want to have confidence in what they know is going to come out of the machine.
Yep, absolutely. So like what specific challenges do you see in the Canadian market that differ from the US market?
You know, in some things I think it's very similar. You know, the problems that finishing companies face, whether it be in, you know, Texas or whether it be in, you know, Toronto, are very similar. Geographically, I think that there's some issues that you guys face in the U.S. that we don't. Arizona, you know, and you know, these high heat, low humidity areas. In Canada, our market is a little different in that I think we're a little more in tune to the European market.
Sure.
And the styles and the trends that are coming out of Europe. And all that means is that for me, I have to be able to have a way to translate those styles and trends into a meaningful way to get it off the machine. So might be some slight differences that way, but I mean, I would say that they're all very similar. any manufacturer is going to tell you he has the same issues in Canada as he does, down south.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
So how does Superfici handle post-sale service and spare parts and remote diagnostics and things like that
Yeah.
in Canada?
I mean, in my experience, it's kind of funny. I hold the title of Canadian Sales and Service Manager. It's like I tell everybody, there's no way I would be able to carry 2 titles if I had any real service, So fortunately for me, touch wood, I've been very fortunate that when I did require assistance, whether that be through the US or through Italy, responses have been very prompt. My customers that have had issues have been, brought back to right very quickly. So I feel that the support system that we have in place, the system of now registering a service, watching it progress through the correct departments until the issue is resolved, and our new system that just doesn't take the foot off the gas so the customer's happy, that I really like. I tell all my Canadian customers, I'm your first line of defense, but it's easy to say that when I have such large backing behind me.
Sure. So one common concern is that automation is going to eliminate jobs.
Yes.
So how have some of your customers tackled that issue?
I find it's a very simple answer on this one. Automation replaces people that need to be replaced. Automation supports good workers,
Sure.
And it allows you to free up their time so that they can develop other skills and be cross-trained in other areas throughout the plant.
Right.
So people that are concerned about automation, particularly when I'm training, people are saying, oh, I'm going to lose my job now, you brought in automation. No, that's not the case. What's actually going to happen is your repetitive strain injuries or your future risk thereof drops through the floor.
Yep.
Your wrist is going to stay intact, your elbow, your shoulder. You're not doing all that manual spraying. And when you are called upon to do a 3D part or something offline, that's when you get to shine.
Yep.
It's the mundane, run-of-the-mill every day, throwing on sealer, throwing on primer, run it through the machine, throwing on top coat. You get to really show your skill and showcase your skill if you are still spraying in an offline booth at that point. So it does not replace people that really the owner is not looking for a way to replace anyway.
Right. I mean, everybody's looking for good people right now. So if you've got good people, you're just going to move them somewhere else in the shop or just give them a different task. So.
Crush, I see a lot of people, particularly if you're learning how to use a machine with an X and Y axis, the next natural progression would be to CNC, which has an X, Y, and a Z axis.
Sure.
You're already kind of halfway there in the understanding the fundamentals.
Sure.
Right. So programming is very similar. So it's nice. It opens up doors, I think.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, man, thanks for taking the time and sitting down with me for a few minutes.
Anytime, brother.
Going over
Anytime.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, me too.
Love you, dude.
Yeah, take care, brother.
Absolutely. All right. Thanks for tuning in to the Finishing Touch podcast. Make sure to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on all social media platforms. Until next time, this is the Finishing Touch podcast, helping you finish better.